My name's Herman from Platinum Racing Products, and we are here at 2024 World Time Attack, the RB electric water pump. Now I know you're probably going to expect me to say it's not ready yet, but it's ready. It's finally ready. We finished this bad boy off. We are pumping them through machines now. They're in the midst of getting built, QC tested and shipped. The price is about to go up. This is the formal release today, but 1 week's time, we'll be catching up on orders in a big way, and we're going to bump the price up because we spent so much money getting these things right. They're awesome. I've been running it on my own personal N1. I've done now 4,000 Ks. That's after all the dyno tuning, the longevity testing. I put it in an oven for 200 degrees for 10 minutes. The carbon seal is finally working well. The motor doesn't suck too much power. I've got it down to about 4 or 5 amps, and we're only dwelling our one at around 60% duty cycle. It didn't need more. What you do need is an aftermarket computer and or a solid state relay. You need to pulse it, and we've got all the graphs and data on how to run thermofans and the water pump and cycle it properly, but we have got it to work. We are happy. They're releasing, as I said, now we'll be catching up on back orders as quick as humanly possible. Thanks for waiting. The new uni-clutch system. These things are awesome. The guys have been great to deal with. We've got all bases covered. The beauty of this thing is it's modular. So it comes with the kit that you can bolt onto your existing flywheel. Yes, you can get an aftermarket flywheel, but you want to keep the cost down. The track version, for example, which is on the RB, SR applicable. There's also the smaller version for your EVOs and bits and pieces like that. So these things are a twin plate. They'll handle the power, they handle the torque. They're easy to fit. You only need to keep one on the shelf. One size fits all. As I said, it's modular, and they actually give you a really nice feel to drive, which is odd in a twin plate setup. So we've been really keen and excited to launch this new product through Platinum Racing Products, and we've got stock on the shelf ready to go. Right now, I want to show you through the new Artec exhaust housing range that's just hit the market this weekend. The Big Daddy solutions. For everyone wanting to put a 7675 all the way up to an 8685, there was issues getting them onto Artec Big Daddy manifolds. So now this has solved the problem. Also for Garrett G42 frame turbos, these come in a 1.0 and a 1.15 in a V-band, and there's also a T4 in a 1.0 and a 1.2. It's made that transition really easy. These things also fit the RB cam cover. It's been relieved. So it's kind of like a one housing fits all. They get machined for every application. Moving along, there's a G40, which is a fast response type turbo manifold that usually only accepts up to a G35, but now we can go a G40 in a G35 footprint, and we can go all the way up to use the G40 type turbos, which we could only put on Big Daddies. Now we can switch it onto a fast response, so you don't have to upgrade the turbo manifold. The Artec Micro Turbo Kit, 500 horsepower to 1,000 horsepower. They're a 0.5 rear housing. It's an awesome little twin turbo setup. It's about to release. It's not too far off, but as you can see, all the pipe work and everything is just mint for a twin turbo JZ. We are waiting for the RB version of this, but you could expect similar sort of layout and quality. We're really excited. We've been working on this platform for a while. Just finished the drag series cam cover. Now this is not the quad baffled version. It's the single baffle high vol drag cover. It works well with our IGN 35A coils, which are a bit taller. We're going to work on a low series version down the track a little bit more, but these were made for Ryan Samut's car, the 6-second Supra Canadian built. It's the new Plasma Man 5-second. This actually has run 5 seconds on a gas racing car. It's the new drag plenum from Plasma Man. We've got our mechanical fuel pump kit, the JZ cam gears, which have been popular for years now. We are going to develop a whole heap more stuff for the JZ. It's just the beginning, and we've got a whole schedule of stuff to make, so we're really excited about it. This is the cradle that plugs into our engine dyno. So as you know, we're very close to running our new cast cylinder head and block. So I'm going to be building that engine most likely next week. We just finished machining it today. This is the engine rig that's going to run the engine out of the yellow car to get a baseline, and then we're plugging it in with the new long block and doing some back-to-back testing and tuning for the new setup. So as you can see, this has got a cooler, it's got oil coolers, it's got all the bits and pieces. We've almost finished it. All the wiring here. It's got the dump pipe and everything to basically plug into the engine dyno. so that we can run the engine before we go to the dyno, plug in, test and tune. And we're going to be spending quite a lot of time there getting it all right. But this is the beginning of hopefully the next chapter of making parts, testing and tuning in-house. That way we can sell a finished product that you know is going to work. This is the Mark IV Supra, 8.8-inch conversions. It's a bolt-in kit, no welding, no modifications. We've also just started making all the stubs because PRP has a lifetime warranty, so if you break or bend one, we replace it. This is a 31 spline. That's your 31 spline type 930 Porsche CV. We're breaking them. So this is the race kit. We've also got a pro kit. We're working on it at the moment, but we'll go to a 35 spline. We're hoping to go 3,500 horsepower with the big stuff. Axles, hub ends, everything that you could imagine we need to supply the industry. We're doing it. Obviously, we're filling holes in the market. We want to make sure that everyone's covered. Now, we've got S13, 14, 15 options, all the R200, all the Skylines covered. We've just finished modeling up the FD RX-7. Watch this space. We want to provide you with complete driveline solutions and obviously backed for life. Can we talk about EVOs for a minute? We're going EVO nuts. Now, one of our boys at work won this Vinci EVO. Awesome, because we're doing an R200 kit and we needed a car to play with. This is our billet cam cover. We've got our cam gears on it, sensor relocation stuff, which leads me to our new trigger kit. We've got a 12 tooth and a 36 tooth trigger kit for the EVO. We've got all the sensor relocations and mechanical fuel pump kits for the cam side. R-Tech, the carbon intakes, the exhaust manifolds. You can see the new rear housing on this turbo here with the Big Daddy manifold as a direct bolt on. Now you can go a G42 size turbo or an 86mm precision onto an EVO, which is nuts. You're talking 13, 14, 1500 horsepower, go bananas. The engines are good for it. So we're pushing the platform really hard. Couple more things and we'll have that EVO buttoned up, integrated main cap brace. So now that we're pushing the EVO platform, 1500 horsepower, what's the next thing to break? Transfer cases. Our friends at High Speed Engineering obviously covering all the ACD, non-ACD 7 to 9 platform, but they've also just released the EVO 6 stuff. Is there any stone left unturned? Of course there is. We'll keep plowing through the EVO to make sure we button it all off, but we're really excited about our R200 bolt-in rear end. Those diffs, obviously you mash them in an EVO pretty quickly, so we're going to do a bolt-in billet R200 with all the axles and everything that you need to keep these things together, and let's see how quick it'll go. EVO trigger kit, nice bit of gear, it's a new addition. Now we've always had the sensor relocations, both MyVec and non-MyVec. We do have the mechanical fuel pump kit as well. What you do need is to get the best out of your ECU by giving it more data. Now the standard setup has got a 2-tooth type crank trigger. We've got a 12-tooth and a 36-2. One thing to know is we do use up the balance shaft pulley location on the crank. So Kelford help us out by making a balance shaft delete kit, which is really easy to install. It comes with new bearings, everything you need. Obviously then you have your aftermarket ECU, pick one of our trigger kits, modify the cam trigger kit as well to give yourself a single home, and all of a sudden you've got heaps more data, throttle, transient throttle, cruising, off boost, coming on song. All of that changes exponentially when you add more teeth to give your ECU more data. And this is the way to do it. We've just added the Raceport Turbo Smart Blow-Off Valve to our inventory in all 13 colours. You know we already do the 45, the 50mm gate and the FPR 6 and the 8 in the fuel pressure regs. Now we were asked to complement our range in all of our colours with the blow-off valve, so we've teamed up with Turbo Smart again for the next part of our journey, and that is to offer this awesome range to our inventory.